So as I mentioned, today I have a Les Paul, and these are PAFs, which stand for patent applied for, and they're humbuckers. And they have certain tones, different than Telecaster pickups or Stratocaster pickups, but there are different variations you can use when you have these pickups. Your neck pickup is basically a bassier, sometimes a darker type of pickup, especially in this particular guitar. And your back pickup closer to the bridge is going to be a sharper sound. So for the tone of the front pickup, you have that. So it's a very round, sort of warm tone, and you can drive it so it becomes a little bit fuzzier type of tone. And I remember growing up and hearing all this talk about woman tone, and Clapton was the one who talked about woman tone, and Leslie West. It was basically getting that effect where it sounds like the tone is rolled off, and you can get that sort of fuzzy tone without using a fuzz box. You're basically driving this guitar through an amplifier in the combination with this pickup, and you can even roll it more, so you really get that, what they called woman tone. So the combination of the vibrato and how you're pushing the tones, you get that tone, as they referred to back in the 60s, woman tone. Then, as far as your back pickup goes, that's where you get your higher sounds. You could use it in a soft way without really driving it. And as you increase the volume, get a little bit more of that cut. So the combination of the vibrato and as you raise it and as you open up your volume, you'll get that sharper sound. So you get the different combinations of those pickups, and then you can combine them. On this particular guitar, what I did is I had the pickups reversed, so there's a reverse polarity where you're actually not setting up the pickups correctly. So if you go between the pickups, you're actually canceling some of the output. You're cutting the dBs down. And the reason why I did this is because one of my heroes, Peter Green, did it. And it gets a certain hollow type of sound. And although I've never heard why Peter did it exactly, I could only assume that he listened to a lot of B.B. King. And in the early days of B.B. King, he used a 330 that had more of that hollow sound. So if you combine these two pickups evenly and you're cut down in the dB, you get almost to where it sounds like a hollow. And if you lower the volume a bit, you'll really get that. So it changes the tonality a lot when you're combining the two of them. And again, you can bring them down in volume so you're not driving so hard. It almost doesn't even sound like a Les Paul because it's made this thinner. You can almost hear that B.B. King thing. And then you can get them up a little bit higher in volume. And you might even incorporate your tone in the middle of a solo where you combine it, where you want to get the, you're in a... So you raise the intensity, the sharpness of the guitar, and you could incorporate that in changing within a song. I sometimes do that in a solo. If we're jamming, just want to get different tones, switch from that sharp back pickup, then maybe roll to that woman tone sounding thing, then combine them and switch around to get a variation of tones. So on this one guitar, you can get a variation of different things, sort of the hollow sound with the two of them, or a sharper sound, a more cutting sound from the back, or a rounder sound from the front. And again, using your volumes, you could change the tonality of those pickups.